Welcome back to another Sims 4 video. Today we're going to be using an AI to build a house in The Sims 4. So there's a program where we can just put in some text and it will give us some images. And essentially we're going to tell it that we want to build a Sims 4 home and it's going to give us some outputs and then we'll try and recreate one of those images in The Sims 4. It's going to be fun. So originally this was an idea submitted on my subreddit by Postmodern Chinchilla, and this is kind of what we're going to get. So they put in The Sims 4 Modern Mansion, they get a bunch of images, and the challenge is to try and recreate one of them in the game as closely as possible. So here we are on DALL-E Mini, which I'll link down below if you guys are interested in doing this as well. In this box, we just put some text and we get an image. So for example, if I type in The Sims 4 Castle, we go ahead and click run, and it takes quite a lot of time, usually maybe like 1 to 2 minutes to generate some images. And let's see what it comes up with. Okay, that is cool. This is so much fun to play with. Again, I'll link it down below. You got to check it out. Yeah, so it just generates 9 different images of castles that look like they could be in The Sims 4. I will not be building a castle today. We're going to try a Sims 4 tiny modern home. That's what we're going to try and build. Okay, here we go. It does blow me away. This is kind of nuts. Like, they look like tiny homes from The Sims 4. I mean, obviously, if you start looking closely at some of these, you'll notice things that don't really make sense. Or, you know, an AI has put this together from its knowledge of The Sims 4 and tiny homes. And if you just look at this from a distance, if you're on like your phone or something, just hold it away. Like, it just kind of looks like The Sims 4. Especially, I mean, even like, look at the wall textures and stuff. Even that looks like The Sims 4 in half of these. Like this one, that looks like this sort of masonry wall. And I reckon, this one doesn't look the best. I reckon we could build this one. There's a few little weird things that don't really make sense. Like, I'm not sure how to build this section. Let's zoom in. Yeah, I'm not sure how to build this section. And then there's like windows down the bottom, but it kind of looks like you step in a little bit. But I think it's a good challenge. I don't think we're gonna end up with a 1-for-1, but I reckon we can get pretty close. So this, not this one, the one next to where my finger is. We're gonna build this one. So let's jump into the game and try it. All right, so annoyingly, I had muted my mic for this whole section of the build video, which is we built the outside and we're going to be building the interior, just the living room portion. So whenever I'm in the game for those 2 sections, I had my mic muted. Basically what happened is I recorded the AI generation bit and then I muted my mic because it takes ages to do the generation. And I left it muted, so that's just awesome. But that's okay, we're just gonna do a little bit of time lapse, and then the second half of this video, we're gonna be doing the regular sort of live build videos. But yeah, so we're just working on the outside of this. It was actually quite complicated, because you can see I'm doing some weird things with the windows here. I actually ended up using some custom content windows from the Delicious Kitchen set, which I believe was in collaboration with Little Dika. Really great custom content set. I don't normally use custom content, but in this particular case, it worked because if we look at the front of the house with the image, there's some sections of it that don't really make sense, particularly on the left where we've got this sort of framed border section that looks like it's sort of above where the lower windows are, but it doesn't make any sense. You can't build that in Sims 4. So what I did is, you can see I actually used an empty door frame downstairs, so then it kind of looks like the windows go forward, because we also had this section that looked like we were sort of stepping in a little bit. So I've used the door frame to represent that and also make the window line look lower, so then the balcony on the level above kind of looks a little bit more like the image. Look, it's not exact. I mean, these AI images are so wacky, and when you really start looking close at them, they don't make a lot of sense. So I'm also on the roof here, trying to get the roof to work, because that was also another thing. There was a big slow sloping roof, but we also had somewhat of a half wall before the roof. And you'll see I try to put a roof in, but obviously it doesn't work because roofs sit inside of platforms and not on top of them. I mean, I really wish they could go on top of the platforms, but unfortunately they can't. So we had to work with what we've got. But in the end, I think we've ended up with a shell on the outside that actually looks pretty close to the house. And at the end of the video, we'll do comparisons side by side so you can get a really good look at it all. But yeah, we're just doing some bushes. There's also just a bunch of concrete around the house. Also, I don't know why I chose the biggest lot possible. Now we did do tiny home, but this house is not a tiny home because mostly the roof, you see I figure it out here, takes up all the space of the tiles. But yeah, so that's it for the exterior anyway. So I'm not sure if this will work, but we're gonna try and generate a living room for the house. We'll see what the AI does. Like, I don't know if it handles objects or, I mean, I don't know. You can literally put anything into this. You could say a dragonfly the size of a plane and it would try and do something. You know, you can do whatever, but I don't know how good it's gonna be. So let's try The Sims 4 modern interior. And if that doesn't work, we could try living room or something. But let's try The Sims 4 modern interior to see what we're doing inside the house. Okay, yeah, this kind of works. I mean, they all look so kind of wonky, but you can make it out. Let's zoom in a little bit so we get a better view. So this one kind of looks like maybe a kitchen in the background. Also, by the way, I don't know if you'll notice, but every single one of these has like plants in it or like greenery, which is just such a Sims 4 thing, especially modern houses. I mean, that's pretty funny. So looking at these, I think we also got to keep in mind, we're going to fit it inside the house. I think this one actually looks like it's got some potential because we've got the big windows there. There's clearly like a low couch, a coffee table, rug, some little seats or I don't know, cushions, and then maybe a fireplace there. It's kind of a weird layout, especially with there's like carpet and like floorboards, but I think we can get this to work. So let's try and build this one. Now, much like the exterior of the house, like I said, I kind of messed up the audio on this section. So we've got another short little time lapse. Then after this part, the rest of the house, we're going to be building it together as you're hearing my thought process, trying to fill it all out. But yeah, the living room, this one was kind of interesting too, because at first glance, the image looks, you know, pretty reasonable, but we've got different floorings. We've got a carpet, we've got floorboards, we have a rug, and then there's a rug, and then next to it is a fireplace, and the couch is on the other side of the room. So it kind of doesn't make sense. Like you'll see the layout here. We've got the fireplace. The couch is over there with a huge coffee table, by the way. And it just kind of, it's bizarre. You know, it is a lot of fun. The rug also had like a weird green like spiral in the middle. So I put some moss there. I don't know. I think it's just so funny trying to build these. It's stuff that I definitely wouldn't do if I just opened my game and started building. But I think it's turned out pretty funny. And surprisingly, it kind of came together. You know, it kind of all comes together. I put a little extra wall there because I thought, let's at least try to put a TV in this room so the living room has something to do in it. But it's just so bizarre with that giant coffee table. But anyway, let's jump into the next kitchen generation. All right, now we're going to try and get a kitchen to go with this. So we just did modern interior last time. Let's see if we can get a little bit more specific with modern kitchen. And there's kind of some kitchens in here, so I'm hoping that this will work. Let's run it. This is so cool. They're kind of like all a little bit wonky, but like it's pretty amazing that it can even do this. It can just make up these images. Okay, I gotta pick one that looks like it'll actually fit in the house. I'm thinking maybe this one kind of looks like it's just like a galley kind of kitchen. And maybe like an island here with some benches. It's so cool. Okay, so I reckon it can fit along here. We'll probably have to move those stairs. I don't think the stairs are in an ideal spot, so let's get rid of those. And it kind of looks like we got counters, something like this. So I think I'm just gonna do them all along this wall. All right, that looks pretty good to me. And then annoyingly, we have an island here. I don't think that works because of where the door is. Unless we change the door, but let's have a look. Does this living room work? Not really anymore because we're blocking half of it. Maybe we... no, we need the island. That's part of the kitchen. What about like that? Because then I think we might... Can we still get the view? Oh, not really. The island's like right in the way. I also don't know if we can fit a sim in there. Okay, maybe we just embrace it. Let's embrace it. Kind of looks like this chair, but I need a lighter color. Maybe we just do the stool. Kind of looks like there's only one stool, but I'm gonna do two. All right, so I reckon there's an oven there, or a stove. It's a dark color. Hopefully that's usable. And it looks like there's a sink kind of next to it maybe. And then maybe like a dishwasher or something here. And then the cabinets above look like they're probably white. I'm gonna put a fridge over here. It doesn't look like there's a fridge there, but that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna have that one there, then a smaller one above the stove. And this side is also smaller, so maybe I'll do it like this. They kind of overlap. I'm gonna get like the rain hood with the light on it, so it's nice and lit. And then it looks like we got green pendant lights hanging down, and maybe a green wall over here. I like how the AI has equated green with The Sims 4. Every single one of these has a green in it. I guess because there's always plants. Every single house has plants. It's actually more neon green than this green. Guess I'll go with that color there. Yeah! Oh, this is the light. This is it. So there. Looks like there's 3, so I'll do 3. I mean, that's the kitchen. That's it. Now that's what I call a good job. I mean, don't look at the actual layout. Hey, this house is built by an AI, not by me, okay? We do need to get upstairs though. I'm also gonna flip the door the other way because it slides like that. So then I'll walk in here and hopefully I can just pop a bin here or something. And it should, hopefully without blocking it. I mean, look, it's very strange. Like, I know, okay? I'm gonna put this cabinet here so it just looks like there's at least something on that wall. And it may be usable. Probably not, but maybe. All right, can I fit stairs here maybe? Oh, I can. It does kind of go over the living room, but I think it just is what it is at this point. But it blocks the look. All right, maybe we just push it. Let's just put it here and then we'll just have a little extra on the house, you know, a little. I mean, we're not trying to keep within a tile limit or tile budget, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. And then, I don't know, we got this big thing on the back. Maybe I'll just use this color. Yeah, you know, mix it up a little bit. Now, can you do a modern bedroom? I mean, it seems like it can do it all. So we need a bedroom and we need a bathroom. Then we're done. So let's see what we get for bedroom. Here's all the green again. I love that it puts plants in every single room ever. Dude, these are amazing. This thing is amazing. This is like an early version of this AI. There's like a newer one that's not everyone can use yet, but this is so cool. I like this. That looks pretty cool to me. I think and that kind of looks like a window there. Oh, actually, that looks really nice too. Look at that. It's got like nice sheer curtains over the window. Dude, this is so cool. I like this one actually. I think maybe this would be a good one. Plant side to side, rug underneath. That's cool. No, let's do this one. All of them are so cool. So I like this kind of thing because that kind of looks like one of the windows that we could place or like a detail we could do. It's like a picture on the ground, some potted plants, nice big low bed, rug under it. Maybe another rug there. I don't know. Let's see what we can do. Okay, first let's figure out the layout because obviously we need a bedroom and we need a bathroom. I guess one could just be a ensuite maybe is the way to do it. So let's say we could just do bathroom at the back there and then this is just the main bedroom and then, well there's only one bedroom and then the bathroom is just an ensuite or we could do it like this, have a hallway. So then, you know, guests can also use the bathroom without having to go into the bedroom. Maybe that's an idea. This upstairs area, by the way, is such a weird shape because of the way I've done it. Okay, so we've just got like a little hallway here. This is gonna be our bedroom. I'll put the door probably at this end because that means we can open up this space to put the bed on. I don't know what we're doing with this one by one. We might ignore that. So that windowy thing could kind of be like this, or actually probably better than that, this thing. Oh my gosh, this is it. Maybe this is where the AI got it from. Heck yeah. All right, let's get the same carpet as downstairs. That'll be the main thing in the room. This wallpaper is interesting that it's got going on there. It's like a big patterned wallpaper. I'm not really sure what that would be. Moschino? No. It's something kind of like wavy, but also subtle. Maybe like that. That's actually not bad. Like it's obviously not the same thing, but that's pretty good. All right, this is kind of looking, oh no, we kind of need the bed. Yeah, low like this, but it kind of needs to go all the way down to the ground, the sides, which I don't know really. I mean, actually there's this one. This could potentially be good. Or maybe this one. This room is definitely not big enough for this look, but you know, we'll do our best. It doesn't go white enough though. Like this is looking pretty white, which this one I think does. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a bedroom. Okay, then we need a rug under the bed, which to be honest, kind of looks like the base game rug, just in the light color. Okay, this is what I'm doing. Just got this rug and then I did like carpet underneath because it kind of looks like there's another rug there, but there's no rug that would really fit in that space. So I've just done carpet like that. So the AI, it's not me. I think we need a few less lights in here. It's a little bright. Okay, we need like a taller portrait sort of style picture that has some green in it, but also kind of, I mean, that's one of these is pretty good, but they need to be tall, but I don't think there's really going to be anything that fits that. Yeah, maybe we just go with something like that. So it's kind of sitting on the floor. Then next to it, we've got like a potted plant, maybe like that. And then there's like another thing here. There's so many plants. It needs to be like tall and like hanging over, but there's not really anything like that. So I think I just have to put another plant in here, maybe like this. All right, kind of hard to get the same. This room is definitely smaller than what the AI has, but I think we nailed it. Maybe I might put like a dresser or something in here, although there's not really any, maybe in this little corner. That might be a good idea. Yeah, let's do this. Little dresser, and we got some clothes hanging there. Look at this. Go green maybe just to drive that style home. Then the bathroom, last but not least, let's generate The good old bathroom. All right, modern bathroom. Give me something, give me something good. Bet there's gonna be green. There's definitely gonna be green. Ooh, this, I don't know, this is so fun every single time. Ooh, this is so cool. It's even got like platforms, which is actually pretty sweet. All right, we got a pretty thin bathroom. I mean, I really like the look of this, but I don't think I can, I don't think I can build that because our room isn't that big, but I like it. I'm gonna build it, we're gonna do it. This is our bathroom. Okay, so what we're gonna need to do for this is, I'm gonna need more space. We're gonna have to make the bathroom bigger. It's like, because I really wanna do that platform thing. Let's just drag it out like this. Okay, how weird does that look? Ah, it ruins the front though is a problem. Okay, we might be able to get away with pushing it out one because from the front, we can sort of get that angle just right so you don't see it. But I think any bigger than that, we do have a problem. All right, so it looks like we could actually probably chop off that corner. There'll be a bathtub here and then there's a shower here. Oh, which actually that's really handy. Okay, hang on, we can do this. So the shower sort of goes in the side bit. There's nothing here, so we can actually push that further back. So from the front, it's even less obvious that it's there. Yes, yes. And then just to make things more fun and more complicated, this is all on a platform. I love how it just destroys all the walls. Okay, so on the bottom, for some reason, there's dark wood. So let's do dark wood and it goes this way. Then up the top, it looks like there's like a brown tile. Yeah, you know, kind of like that, to be honest. Like, that's actually not bad. And then the side of this, we'll just do like a brown as well, I think, just to go with it all. Yeah, that's good. And then we have big gray tiles, which I think looks kind of like this wallpaper, which is actually really handy. Yeah, like that one. Actually, maybe more like the Spade ones. Yeah, that's probably better, actually. Okay, let's go with that. So the bathtub, I'm going to assume it's a bathtub because it kind of looks a little, looks a little bizarre, but I think it's supposed to be a bathtub. Kind of has a pointy end, like something like this, but obviously not modern looking. But I don't think we really have one that doesn't look modern like that. So let's just pick out a different tub. Also, it looks like there's definitely like a shelf or something behind it. So I'm wondering if we can do that. I'm going to put this here, and then the shower, like I said, goes in this corner. And you know what? It could probably just be that. And then it's kind of ambiguous what's going on around here, to be honest. I think I might just put a toilet there because otherwise I don't know where the toilet would go. Now, we might be able to use something like this if I flip it round. So it's like a wall piece instead. And then if I just move it like right up to the wall. Then the shower has like a shelf behind it. Then we can put like plants in it. It kind of looks like there's mirrors there, but maybe not. A lot of interpretation to be made. All these rooms also look like they have like super duper tall walls, which obviously we don't have access to. So we'll just do lower walls. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then it looks like there's like a plant there. Of course, there's always greenery. I told you. Told you there's always greenery. Yeah, so the toilet's just gonna be over here. That's just the way it is. It's not really like that, because I don't think we really have room to put it down here. As for a sink, that's kind of also a problem, because I don't think they'll be able to use a sink if they're standing on the platforms. That means it has to go here, which is a bit strange. Oh, that's also weird. Maybe they can use it up here. I think I might just do a big curtain there just to kind of block it off. This would be a weird curtain because it would be probably cut there. And then because we've got essentially a permanent curtain, I'll just put a sink here because you'll never see it from that side. Hey, it's a house that AI built, not me, all right? And you know, I think it might actually look really cool to have like a big plant on the ground, on a nice big pot. That's kind of cool. Okay, you know, I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's our AI bathroom. Oh, these doors look so weird now the way they open. Okay, I'll open it the other way. Even though that's kind of weird to have it open that way, but whatever. Okay, that's, I think, our AI house. It's a little flawed in the layout and everything and the general aesthetic. The outside, I kind of was never really able to get this column to go up. I'm not really sure what to do about that. Can I make a column shorter? Because it kind of needs to go up there and then also join to the top, but whatever. So let's have a little comparison. If I get the camera out the front and then we pop the houses side by side, I mean, that's pretty good. Obviously there's differences, you know, number one, because that's an AI gooped image that is like, it doesn't even make sense if you look at it too closely. But I think we did a pretty good representation of it, which was our Sims 4 tiny modern home. And the rest of the house is kind of ugly. And why, I don't know why I chose this big lot, but I think it's more fun just to see what we get from this thing. Okay, so it's a little bit harder to show these on side by side just because we're in quite a small space, but here's our living room, which again, I think turned out pretty good. All things considered, I mean, we don't have the blinds on the windows, but this was kind of a little bit too long. I mean, looking at the mirror again that I placed on the wall, that could, I guess, be pictures instead, but it kind of looked like that mirror piece, which I quite liked. We got the fireplace, we got plants everywhere, lots of greenery, the big coffee table. I think that turned out pretty well. And then we had the kitchen section. Actually, hang on, angle it a little bit better. There, maybe. Which I think turned out pretty well. Yeah, I think that turned out pretty well, although looking at it, I think I probably should have changed that wall. I think it's still a gray, but maybe just a lighter gray. Yeah, that's probably better. We got the green hanging lights there. We got the oven and the sink and the dishwasher, which I think kind of looks like where they are. I mean, surprisingly, I'm more surprised by the fact that this even fit into this house that we built somehow. I mean, obviously not great, but it works. So that's the kitchen. And then we have the modern bedroom. We got the bed, the kind of wall pattern as close as I could get, I guess. That wall light as well. I think turned out pretty well. A little picture on the ground, potted plants. The rug setup where we got like one rug on top of another on top of carpet. Don't know what's happening there, but it totally works in my opinion. And finally, the bathroom, which, I mean, all things considered, because this is, again, a small space, all these AI images seem to be in a giant house. It did not take into account the fact that we're building a tiny house. We got the bathtub there, the shower just there. We snuck in a toilet there because I didn't know where else to put it. Little sort of shelf area behind the tub with a plant on it. And then we just put our sink over that side. And I think we got the flooring sort of spot on, I reckon. And the wallpaper, pretty good. But there you go, that's that. That's AI Builds My House Challenge, I guess. Thank you so much for the recommendation that was posted over on the subreddit. I'll link that post down below, which also tells you how to do this. So if you're wondering how to do this and how to use that program, click the link down below, check out the Reddit post, and make sure to thank that creator, because this is a lot of fun and it's really wacky the stuff it comes up with. Like, I think at a really quick glance, all the images look like they're possible, but as soon as you start doing bits and pieces, it kind of falls apart. As always, if you want to download this house, I will put it on the gallery. I don't know why you'd want to, because it's kind of a mess, honestly, especially around the back where I didn't really do anything to it. And it's on this giant lot. So if you want to download it, sure. Do I recommend it? No. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, and have an awesome day.